What's up guys, Jeff from Sorta Healthy here, and today I'll be talking all about LA Fitness. What's it like being a trainer there? Is it an enjoyable place to work? What's the pay like? I'll be answering all of those questions as well as many more. First, let's get into some quick info on LA Fitness. LA Fitness was founded in Los Angeles, in 1984. They currently have over 550 clubs across the US and Canada, making them one of the biggest gym chains in North America. They're currently in 23 states, 2 Canadian provinces, and Esporta, which is owned by LA Fitness. Essentially, it's their cheaper gym franchise that's supposed to compete with brands like Planet Fitness. Those are in an additional 5 US states. So in order for me to determine what it's like being a personal trainer at LA Fitness, I had to do some homework. I interviewed 3 trainers who all work at LA Fitness to get their opinions. One of those 3 didn't want to appear in this video, which is totally fair, so you'll be seeing clips from the other 2. I also did a good amount of my own research on what it's like working at LA Fitness as well. I used sources like Reddit, Glassdoor, and different Facebook groups to get other trainers' takes on things. Keep in mind, even with multiple perspectives here, your experience working at LA Fitness could still be pretty different compared to what's shown today. Before we start breaking down personal training at LA Fitness, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Both of those things really do help to support us over here at Sorta Healthy, which is a free resource for all fitness professionals. Thank you so much for that, everyone. On to the rest of the video. So first things first, is LA Fitness an enjoyable place to work? Here's Dennis's take on that.
It's been good,
Okay.
especially with, we're under new management now.
Yeah.
I had some problems with the previous management, just as far as getting out of the introductory employee phase. As an introductory employee, even if you have 25 clients, I was still making less than $1,000 a month. That's the only issue that I have with LA Fitness. Other than that, there's tons of good. Like your schedule is completely flexible. There is just tons of freedom when it comes to all of that. So
Okay.
that's been really nice.
Dennis had a few more positive things to say about working at LA Fitness as well. Mostly he liked that he was getting a ton of training experience in a relatively short amount of time. And here's what Sammy says about working at LA Fitness.
It's a very friendly atmosphere. I think that's another thing is working there feels very liberating and a little bit, very loose. The best part about working there, especially because I haven't done this in a while, is they have dedicated personal training salespeople that do the complimentary sessions. I work there and within 2 weeks, I have 10 clients and today I'm literally booked 3 to 10 p.m. with maybe 1.5 hour break. So I don't have to do any selling. I don't do any work. It really feels good to get practice in again and to get the experience.
Now let's see what some personal trainers are saying on Our Personal Training, which is a subreddit specifically for personal trainers. This should be interesting. So here's a really good post from X Incendiary X, and it's only about 3 months old. And we're actually going to come back to this post at several points in this video because this guy worked at LA Fitness for about 6.5 years, and yeah, he has a lot of useful feedback. Anyway, his 2 cents, if the sales team and management is good, you will be pretty successful. When he first came back to LA, his management was solid. Great people, knew how to sell. His book was full for a very long time, 30 to 40 hours a week, and he made decent money. He then goes on to talk about pay, and we're going to come back to that because I have feedback from a few different people to take into consideration there. But as far as his general opinion on working at LA Fitness, he basically says, like others have said, LA is a horrible company and the turnover rate is absolutely ridiculous. My summer was hot when we had a solid sales team and management. Within the past 3 months, I've been through 2 different general managers, 2 district managers, and it seems like there's a new sales team every other week because they continuously quit. There are opportunities to sell and make commission, which isn't a bad skill to learn, and the higher end packages make you around $200. All in all, he doesn't think it's a horrible gig starting out to gain experience or if you're in school or have another job. If you're looking for a long-term career and need concrete financial stability, this probably isn't the best option. Now, if you go through Our Personal Training a little bit more, you'll find more positive and negative feedback about LA Fitness. And if I'm being honest, there is more negative feedback than positive. Many are saying it's a good place to start out though, since you can get booked up so fast and get a bunch of experience in a relatively short period of time. Also, as a personal trainer at LA Fitness, you don't have to worry about sales too much, and a lot of people really appreciate that. So let's not BS around. You guys are here because you want to know about pay. How much money will you make working at LA Fitness? To understand how pay works there, you first have to know about certified and master trainers.
Okay, so when you first get there, you're told you're a certified trainer. So they're basically 2 tiers of pay where pay is concerned.
Yeah.
You have certified trainers,
Yeah.
and then you have master trainers.
After hearing that, I wanted to know what's the difference between a certified and master trainer, which of course Dennis and Sammy broke down for me.
So you're getting 25% of basically a cheaper session rate because they pay to be with an inexperienced trainer. If anybody's paying the master trainer rate,
Yep.
so it's usually like an extra $5 to $10 per session.
Okay.
Now you can take 30% of their session rate.
Oh, okay, got it. So that's a pretty big difference, actually.
Yeah, if you have an ASM, they're just going to hire you pretty much, and you'll be a master trainer. And master trainers get 30% of whatever the person pays. 8 times a month is like 60, and 12 times a month is 55. And the master trainer will get 30% of that, and that's for half an hour.
So a few takeaways from everything just said. One, in at least some LA Fitness gyms, NASM certifications are prioritized over others. 2, certified trainers make 25% of a cheaper costing training session. And 3, master trainers make 30% of a slightly higher costing session. And if we go back to Incendiary on Reddit, he also confirms all of this to be true. So then, how much money will you actually make at LA Fitness? Well, as it turns out, there's a bit of a range. As a certified trainer, you're likely to make around $7 to $12 per 30-minute session or $14 to $24 an hour when training clients. Keep in mind these numbers are rough estimates. As a master trainer, you can make quite a bit more. Incendiary and Sammy both have stated that the hourly training rate for a master trainer will cap out around or maybe even exactly at $42 an hour, which is respectable. So when working with clients, master trainers can make anywhere between $14 to $42 an hour. That range is bigger because as a master trainer, you're likely to have clients who signed up to train with you when you were a certified trainer or before you got promoted. If they signed up to work with you while you were just a certified trainer, you'll still get paid that rate even after promotion. That said, it sounds like master trainers can do pretty well in busy facilities. It seems like if you're a master trainer and you've been employed somewhere for a while, more often than not, you're probably making $20-something an hour, and very often you're making more than that as well. There's a lot of different package options, and you get 30% of those, so your hourly rate is going to vary a lot day to day. You can also make commission on sales, like we said before, and you will get paid for floor hours as well. In these conversations, I kept finding my mind traveling back to the differences between certified and master trainers. So, naturally I asked, do you find that like a lot of people prefer to train with the master trainers, or do people generally not care too much? How does that typically work out?
It just depends on their perception of the cost.
Got it.
Like it depends on their life situation, how much they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll work with a certified trainer just because $165 compared to a month compared to $195.
Yeah.
It's so close to that 200 number that the salesperson can't close
Right.
the 95 number. So
Right.
go ahead and sell the certified one.
They try to sign everyone up for master. That's the default. The gym would rather everybody just have master trainer access. Does that mean you're a better trainer? No, not necessarily, but it will get you paid better.
My next question was, how do you become a master trainer? And the answer to that seems like it could vary a bit gym to gym. In some locations, you could get promoted right away by the sounds of things, and in other spots, it could take a while longer. Doing a high number of sessions each week over a period of months while having a good retention rate and having low numbers of no-shows will get you there. I don't want to give exact numbers or stats on how to become a master trainer because I was told different things by multiple people, but becoming one doesn't sound like it's too challenging in a busy location. Some LA Fitness spots are definitely busier than others. My next question to my interviewees was, do you have a dedicated or separate area to train clients? One of my pet peeves is when gyms don't have that separate area to train people. It seems like many LA Fitness locations have separate areas to train clients, but those separate areas oftentimes don't have much equipment. And yeah, that means as a trainer working at an LA Fitness, there's a good chance you'll be sharing equipment with some of the gym goers on the floor, which always kind of sucks. Now, I could have gone on and on with questions in these interviews, and to be honest, I did actually do that while talking to Dennis and Sammy. But I think I've revealed enough about LA Fitness to come up with some general conclusions. LA Fitness is a solid place to gain experience fast, at least if you're in a busy club. Certified trainers don't make much money, but master trainers can do pretty well in the right gym. As a trainer, you won't be all that responsible for sales at LA Fitness. That being said, you will get paid a small amount of commission on sales when you do make them, and you will get paid a low hourly rate for admin work as well. Also, you may or may not have a separate area to train your clients. It depends on the gym. So do I think LA Fitness is a good place to work? Overall, the people I actually talked to seem to be pretty happy with working there, but if you look online, most people are trashing the experience. I think LA Fitness is probably a middle of the road option for trainers, which makes a lot of sense because they're kind of middle tier facilities. As far as gyms go, they're not the best or the worst, which I think also describes what it's like working there. It's okay. I think if you're a new trainer and get offered a job there, you should probably take it. You won't be making much money initially, but that's always the case as a new trainer, and you'll get a lot of experience fast. To me, it's the kind of place where you work for a year or two, and then you go off to a higher end facility or to start your own business. I will say that I don't think LA Fitness deserves quite as negative of a reputation as they appear to get online, but it's pretty hard to say since gyms can vary so much location to location. I have no doubt that working at some of these LA Fitness locations does indeed suck. Anyways, a special thanks to Dennis and Sammy for helping me make this video. Those guys were awesome, and I'll be sharing their socials and websites in the video description down below. Make sure to show them some love, everyone. Do any of you have any comments about LA Fitness? If you do, make sure to leave those down below. Do you work at a major gym chain or franchise location? Are you willing to talk about it and appear in a video? Let me know about that in the comments too. I'd love to make more videos like this one on other gyms as well. And if you haven't already, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, because both of those things really do help this channel to grow, and that allows me to keep making free content for all of you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, stay sort of healthy.